you reign! For the hundreds in attendance, for the millions watching around the world, let's get ready for
Amy Combo! This is AEW Combos Wrestling Edition. I don't know. Gotta get.
You see the ground you stand on? Everything you put your eyes on in here, it's mine.
This is your field, but this is my home.
What do you want? Just tell me what you want.
What do I want? I want your word. I want your word that you will have my back so that I can have yours.
I give you my word. I'm taking back what's mine.
It's not yours to take.
You're in my way in life.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You're in my way in life.
In life.
With
Some smell.
the twitch. You know, Roman does that twitch.
Cody did the Twitch too.
He did do a little bit of a twitch.
That's a copyrighted Twitch right there.
He did do a little bit of a twitch. Yeah, I can hear you. You do sound good. So let me go ahead and give the proper introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the most must-see wrestling review and live reaction show in all of YouTube. Welcome to A and B Combos Wrestling Edition. Now, we have one animal here, two animal here, but we're missing.
Did I lock her downstairs when I moved that gate?
We're missing Bone Crusher.
Oh no.
Did you lock Bone Crusher out of the studio? You know, she don't love this channel mascot like I love this channel mascot. Did you lock her out of the studio?
No. She's over there laying with Ty.
She laying with? Well, does somebody want a Twizzle? Who wants a Twizzle snack? That's all we needed to do. Yeah. So let's go ahead and give the introductions to our channel mascots. Not one, but two official channel mascots. First of all, weighing in at 16 even pounds, she is the Shih Tzu Terrier of Terror. You know her, you love her, the one and only Bone Crusher! And the newest channel mascot right here who just, I guess it's Poodle Mix and Parts Unknown is what it is. Weighing in at 22 even pounds. Give it up for the one and only Stella Rose. There we go.
And there you go. And there they go.
The official channel mascots. We just took a picture of Stella Rose. We'll be adding her to the graphics. What's going on, everybody? We apologize. We had a scheduling conflict on Friday, so we were not able to come in here for Friday Night SmackDown. We even tried to work with our wrestling historian, Steven Sandridge. Didn't work out. But be that as it may, we finally got down with the get down. We watched Friday Night SmackDown. As you saw in the beginning of this video, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes had an epic face-off that was pure, just, it was magnifique.
Hey,
but
I'm
before
rip
we
your
get
face
into
off.
all of that, we want to go ahead and give a special shout to everybody up in here. First and foremost, hello?
Yes.
First and foremost, the Mod Squad.
Okay.
Can we get up in here?
Get in the
Can we talk to the
Mod
people?
Squad. First in line in the Mod Squad, Sophie Dopey.
OG, triple OG, we acknowledge you.
We acknowledge you.
Good to see you. Thank
Wise
you.
Man, LA Knight.
What up, Wise Man? That's what I'm talking about.
We acknowledge you too, boo.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see. Who else is up in the hills?
Who do we got? Who do we got?
Um,
Who do we got? We got a couple of mods. That's all we need right now.
Hold on. Yeah,
Steven
I
said he
only
might
see
be in
those
here.
two. I want to make sure. I usually see Jaden Winchester up in here, but I do not. So those
All
are
right.
the two mods that are in the
All right,
house
mods,
right
keep
now.
an eye on it. Keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on it. Members that we have up in here. We
Who
have
we got?
Anthony.
What's going on, Anthony?
Thank you. J.R. Dugan.
J.R. Dugan in the house.
We have T-Man.
What's up, T-Man?
What's up, T-Man? We have
We're going to keep this cash. This is going to be a nice casual
Matt
conversation.
Shepard.
What up, Matt Shepard?
What up, Matt?
Because you see the members. I don't see the members on my end. So I think
Yeah.
you see them. Yeah.
Nico Thompson.
Nico Thompson. What's going on, Nico?
Yes. So those are the members that I see at the moment. And then, of course, we have Wesley Franklin.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
And the special family friend, show friend,
friends.
family, all of that, just Alex in the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and let you all on a little secret. All right? Just Alex is what you call the big dog. Arr, arr, arr. Family right there. Treat him well. He does all kinds of lives, all kinds of videos. Has another channel. My man is stomping, just walking a mud. I'm walking a mud hole and I'm stomping it dry. Oh,
Stomping it
hell
dry.
yeah. It's an old school reference right there. Tomorrow night, he's going to be doing a post-show review of Monday Night Raw. Slide on into his DMs.
Slide up in there.
But-
I know he was live earlier, too.
We live at 5 from Monday Night Raw, so make sure you keep it locked right here. Just Alex, thank you, brother, for being in here and showing that love and support. So I'm going to give some quick shouts. We're going to get into it. I don't want to take up too much of your time. All right, this is Saturday night's live event on Sunday.
We always say that.
And there are a few things I want to talk about, but this is what we call a casual live. You guys got some questions, something on your mind, wrestling related. Let's talk about it. All right, pull up a chair and let's talk about it.
Well, the first thing we want to talk about is that amazing.
But before I do, I gotta get the shouts.
Okay, I gotta get the shouts.
I got to get the shouts.
Oh,
I want to
yeah,
give a
yeah,
shout out
yeah.
to my number one in line on my end, and I want to make sure it's the same on your end. It looks like it's Rickety over here.
Sophie Dophie over here.
Okay, so Sophie Dophie, we got that acknowledgement. So Rickety, I'm going to go ahead and give you that other acknowledgement. A and B combos, we acknowledge you.
We acknowledge you.
Is
Yay,
that like
yay, yay.
Tamatanga acknowledgement?
Right?
I don't know what's wrong with that man. The man's got a bad case of rabies. Fareed Saheed, good to see you in here. Thank you very much. Let me see. Aaron Drew. What's going on, Aaron Drew? Good to see you. Dylan Danger. How are you, my friend? Samantha Poole. Yeah.
Oh, wait, you see Samantha Poole?
Samantha Poole right there.
She's not a member anymore?
I mean,
Oh.
I don't know. Remember to me, I don't see no
Okay.
wrench.
Okay.
Maybe she rejected it. Maybe she took that wrench and was like, yeah. Keep your
No, the wrench is the mods. Member is the little,
your
that
member, keep your
weird,
mod.
that
All right.
circle.
She's not gonna be in the live today. She's got a long day at work, but she'll be back tomorrow. All right, Samantha Poole, we acknowledge you. JPC, yo, 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 Papa 40 and check your rollie. I like saying that. Although I felt that was still a little racist, but I mean, it was what it was. Kyle Fisher, good to see you. Of course, I want to give a shout out to my baby sister at the 15-minute mark. Mwah. Thank you, baby sis, for being up in the live. She always be sneaking. She just be sneaking.
Baby
just be
sister.
Peeking around the corner. Thank you very much for being in here. Let me see who else do we have in here. Roman Empire, Justin Murphy. We got some folks. Oh, hi, Bone Crusher. She came back. Hi, Bone Crusher.
Oh, wow. Okay, we'll talk about that too.
We will talk about that. Keep that in
Actually,
mind.
I'm talking about Zillow, but yeah. Zillow.
Listening in the background. Okay, so just Alex is running errands, but listening in the background. You'll be doing that all weekend, brother.
Yeah.
Which we do when we do our lives, and then you do yours. We usually have to run errands with the dogs and whatnot. So we be listening in the background, and then we slide in there.
I actually listened to some of your show this morning before we headed out to church.
She did. Brandon King Carter, which we're going to have, I think towards the end, we're going to say something that is near and dear to our heart. So it's something that we want you to know in regards to your super chats. It doesn't just go to what you see here and what we pour into the channel. The channel does outreach, and we will be talking about that a little later. Brandon King Carter, what is happening? Aaron Teagle, good to see you. Thank you very much for being in here, guys, on a Sunday night.
The Geek Box is up in here.
The Geek Box
is up in here.
Are you kidding me right now?
They are a member. Whoop, whoop.
Jeffrey Grimer and the Geek Box. If you don't know about the Geek Box, you know, the Geek Box he be looking through the channels. Mm-hmm. And this is really cool. Let me go ahead and give you honorable mention, Geek Box, right here. Honorable mention, yo. Or should I do, hey, yo. How's it going? Hope you have an awesome stream. Been loving the reactions and the moments as I've been getting your clips over the months. Appreciate you plenty. You the one.
Aw, you the one right back, dude. We appreciate you.
I will have to say this much. It really, it does my heart good when you see somebody going through, peeking through, and seeing what's out there. And so we put our stuff on your channel. That's really cool.
And capturing little moments. It's cool to see all the different reactors reacting to the same thing similarly, but in their own way. It's good.
It's a big space, and this is why I always say, especially when we do the lives, or a lot of people that do the live watch alongs and reactions, people pop in and out, but the fact that you're spending some time with us, it means the world to us. And the fact that the Geek Box acknowledges what we do and feels like we can be all up in the videos. Thank you, Geek Box, and thank you for being in here, showing some love. We really appreciate that. The Fernellis Kender Show. That is a heck of a name.
That is a heck of a name.
I love it. The Fernellis Kender Show. Thank you very much. Roland Bird, where you been at, buddy? Lamont Williams, and I think I have Ramon Squad. I think I got it. Yep, that's right. Geek Box right there, new member. And let me go ahead and lay it out like this. Newest member for Tuesday nights, and I think it's going to be the same. Tuesday nights, we have been doing a members-only live watch-along for NXT. So I believe we will be doing that again this Tuesday. Look out for that notification. Come on in. It's an intimate time that we call the Members Lounge.
I have something at 7, so I literally have to go, bye at 7, but yes.
Okay. All right. Dope. See, she don't love you like I love you.
No, that's not true. Because even though I have something at 7, I'm willing to do this from 5 to 7 and then go in at 7:01 over here.
Fair enough. Sue Hines. That is, I think, a new name in here.
Oh, hi, Sue.
Sue Hines, how are you? Good to see you. Me, Mercedes Best.
Nice.
And I think I'm caught up.
What's up? Roman
Big
Empire
WWE
up in
Queen
here.
20. How are you? And
hey,
of course,
Queen.
we got A50 Big Boy. What's up, A50 Big Boy? Good to see you. Yeah, we got some people in here, man. Thank you very much, Geekbox. It's really cool.
Did you say hi to Roland Bird?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear him.
Did.
Hey, Roland. What?
So check it out. Check it out. We're not going to take up too much of your time. Don't come for me in the comments, Sophie Dophy. All right? There were just some things I want to talk about. And again, what do you want to talk about? But first and foremost, like she said, pure cinema. You understand what I'm saying? I really appreciate, and I think I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I think perhaps DJ, well, we know him as DJ, you know, but The Rock to you. Dwayne Johnson.
You know the boy. You could tell I'm so acquainted with him. I don't freak out at all.
Coming back into the WWE, adding a little bit of cinematic flavor to what we have been seeing.
Love it.
Now, I've seen a little bit of this also with AEW. They've been doing kind of the same thing in their film segments, which I dig.
Yeah, no, that thing was Swerve, and but I mean, we'll get to AEW later.
We'll get to that later.
Yes. But in general, the cinema that they've been doing is it's nice. It's one of the things I really liked about Lucha Underground was they had so much of that cinema, dark stuff going on, and So
your boy over there, Roman Reigns, he's back. Now, he was up in here for weeks, didn't say a word, crowd going nuts. Finally comes back, and he's basically saying, hey, I'm still the same old me. This past week, they meet up at Georgia Tech. This is where, as Roman said, blood, sweat, and tears. Playing football, this is my field. This is my arena. This is my city. What have you done? And Cody Rhodes, boy, let me tell you, I think I saw, remember like with the last Star Wars film, and it should have happened, but it didn't really happen. But there's something on YouTube, and you have all of the past Jedis coming up behind Rey. And you have the Emperor's like, I am all the Sith. And she's like, I'm all the Jedi. And I swear to you, I saw Dusty Rhodes, baby, the American dream, in the polka dots, dancing behind his son, the American nightmare. Proud to see his two sons right there standing on that Georgia Tech field, baby.
Right.
I loved it. The music, everything they did right there. Quite honestly, for me, I would almost say that was the best part of SmackDown, but SmackDown was actually pretty good.
Yes, SmackDown was actually pretty good. I was like, how the night that we don't get to go live, SmackDown is good like that. It was actually good. I enjoyed it.
So how did you all feel? I have some thoughts.
You have some thoughts
on what I saw here. He said, I'm coming back for what's mine. And he was walking off, and Cody was like, nah. Roman, it's not yours to take.
He wasn't quite that aggressive.
You're in my way.
In life.
Come on, dog.
The in life part just like sealed it with a kiss right there.
But I'm going to be honest with you. Here's what my thought is. For a minute, people have been asking the question, has Cody Rhodes cooled off? Has his momentum died? Is it just like the interest has waned? Whatever. Roman Reigns comes back. Cody Rhodes feels some type of way. What I saw over here is a little twinge. I heard some rumblings about maybe a Cody heel turn. And I saw a little twinge in there. Because the crowd reaction with Roman coming back, is he a face, is he a heel, doesn't matter, we love him. He says, I want that title. Cody's like, it's not your title, it's mine, and you're going to have the pride from my cold, dead hands.
He didn't say all that. And Cody had already said in the press conference, as soon as he saw Roman, like, I know you want this. I know we're about to go number 3.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a family show.
Wow.
I know you want this. I know we're going to be doing a number 3.
So Alex thinks that they should have that third match on December 14th, Saturday night's main event.
Well, the fact that they're bringing it back, yeah, that's what we base this off of.
Obviously.
Let's logo. This is why, yeah, this is what it's based off of. Saturday night's main event, it was that. It was an event. It's not something that happened on a regular basis. It was a big deal. It was a really big deal. People really look forward. I really look forward to Saturday night's main event. So if you're going to do it big. If SmackDown truly is going to go for 3 hours for a little bit, okay. But you got to come with it, okay? This 3 hours, man, it needs to be action-packed, needs to be filled. I was happy to see the ladies get down like they did. The match started off a little slow with Nia Jax and Bayley and Naomi, and then it ended quite nicely.
Oh, yeah, no, that was nice. I liked it. I thought it was good.
But I got to ask the question before I get into all that, as far as Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, are we seeing a possible heel-ish turn for Cody Rhodes? Or is he going to stay a face and Roman's just going to be Roman? Because I feel like there's a level of animosity here that I find very interesting. But before you answer, I also want to ask this question. Because I said this before, there are a lot of cooks in the kitchen, right? There's a lot of overlapping storylines. Cody's got this thing going on with Kevin Owens. He also has this thing going on with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. Like there's some overlapping stuff that I don't typically, historically speaking, wouldn't see really, unless it was a situation where it just happened to be like a a triple threat coming up or something like that. So
I feel like they've been doing this for a while now.
No, they have. They have. What I'm saying is,
you don't like it.
It's confusing to me, is what I'm saying.
Anybody could have more than one foe.
It's a little confusing to me, and I'm just wondering because we feel like because you saw Kevin Owens with the chair, they were like, "Oh, what's going on? What's happening?" You know, and then Cody extends the hand. Come on, man, what's going on, buddy? Shake the hand. Like he's hesitant. Everybody's like, KO's gonna turn heel. Is Cody gonna turn? Like, what is happening right now?
Well, KO turning heel makes more sense now that he's mad that he's going to be helping Roman. And you do need to have something for Cody to do after Roman, so maybe they'll leave that in the wings. I don't really know. But, I mean, well, here's the thing is that I really feel like Zilla was supposed to be a factor to me. The breaking factor to take on Jacob behind Roman. And now that Zilla has been released from GWC, is it GCW? GCW? Hold on.
GCW?
Did I say it wrong? You know, with my, it's GCW. Yeah, GCW. So he didn't show up to this last show, maybe for a second time, I guess. I don't know. It's rumors about exactly what happened, but they parted ways. So
I mean, there's a reason for that.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, yeah, you're definitely going into WWE. You're definitely going into the Bloodline. Jimmy, all of them came through there. Jacob came through there. They all came through there. But don't burn bridges through there. The fact that he already knows for sure where he's going and what he's doing, I think him being the youngest and being so popular and everyone's coming to see him and throwing up the ones for him, and I think that it's getting to his head a little bit, and that's unfortunate because I am excited. I am a fan, waiting for him to show up. I want him to come and stand beside his uncle, and I want to see him face Jacob because he's so good and it would be so fire. But I don't want him to shoot himself in the foot because it's guaranteed, but it's not guaranteed. You haven't signed anything yet, and you can't come in here with Triple H with that big head. You can't come in here with Triple H with a big head. You're gonna have to humble yourself. So I'm hoping that them parting ways with him will humble him a little bit and let him see that you can't, you gotta.
Now, just Alex is over here saying that he feels that you're cooked for about another year. All right, he's still got to face The Rock. Orton's waiting in the wings.
Right.
I want to get back to the Orton thing a little later. I'm not. I said it when he came back that Orton has another title shot in him. I think it's going to happen. I don't know. I've been giving this Orton Cody thing some thought. I want to get back to that, but I also am not really, because right now everything is so blurred for me. I originally, when The Rock was like, this just feels right, and then I'm going to ride up to the sunset, I'll be back, it seemed the direction was very clear. And that's one thing I will have to give WWE credit for right now. The storytelling has me in such a way that I don't really know what's going on. I don't know what the future, it's not a clear straight line.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And I like that. I like this unpredictability of what's going on. It's going to make Bad Blood a great pay-per-view to predict, I think. Movie Queen, I see you in here. Good to see you. But of course, I think this might be the first Super Chat of the night, starting off right with our Super Chat champion of the world. Woo! 3 Diglets, adrenaline in my no. How about no, you creepy Dutch bastard?
What? Where did what? Are we mid conversation? What happened?
I mean, he's got an issue with Cody Rhodes. You know, it's a Cody Rhodes thing. How about no?
That's so funny.
You're creepy. You know how to get to my heart because I do love the Austin Powers series.
He quotes Austin Powers, one of them, at some point at all times.
Almost daily.
Yeah.
Almost daily. They're just so fun. That put a smile on my face. Thank you very much, 3 Diglets. But I want you to expound on that a little bit. I want you to expound on that. What do you mean know specifically him turning heel, just Cody in general. I really want to know. I see another super chat coming in hot right here. Hey guys, share the stream on here and Twitter. Gotta share that love. Okay, Geekbox. Thank you, Geekbox. That's really awesome of you. Thank you very, very much. Wow.
Yeah, if you guys could share the stream on Twitter, that would be awesome.
That would be.
Although we were supposed to be going live on TikTok, man.
Oh yeah, well, 'cause I was going to talk to you about that earlier.
Okay.
Because we gotta. It's
a thing?
yeah. We need.
It's a
Well,
whole
it's not a
thing?
thing. We'll discuss it a little later. All right. So let me see. What are the people talking about? Team will win. Well, I don't know. I know you want Zilla to come in here. Roman mentioned they took Jimmy away from me. They took my wise man away from me.
Zilla is for sure coming in here. It's a matter of when, absolutely. They are, I mean, all the performances I was showing you, he's up there. Everyone's throwing up the ones. He's throwing up the one. He's acknowledging the bloodline. He's got the Superman spike, for goodness sake. He's coming, but I just know that he can't get so ahead of himself that he gets a reputation for being too big, his head too big, and not really wanting to, humble himself when he comes in, because that's not going to help him. That's what I'm saying. I don't want that to, sometimes when you're young and stuff is kind of handed to you too easily. I don't think it was handed to Jimmy and Roman and them as easy. It wasn't. They came in and built this, and now you're riding on their coattails. That's humble yourself, I'm a fan.
I'm not. It's not that I'm not a fan.
I am
Sean
a fan.
Jagers, what is going
I just don't
on?
want him to get in the way of him coming here and doing what I know needs to be done.
Second right here with the second super chat right here. Circle message. You know what the future is? Let me tell you. The Rock on the phone with Triple H, the gamer. Yeah, yep. Yeah, hire all my family members or else. Yeah? Great. I'm glad we had this talk. Okay. Bye-bye. I mean,
Well,
look.
first of all,
Look.
I doubt very seriously that he needed to do anything to try to get them to get Jacob in here. Jacob is phenomenal. As you know, you are such a fan of Jacob's.
Yeah, he is.
But
Yeah, he is.
I mean, yeah, they are wrestling royalty to the utmost.
The thing about Jacob Fatu, this is a solid human being who's doing a moonsault like he's freaking Rey Mysterio. Like I don't understand how a man that solid can move so light on his feet. It blows my mind. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I cannot wait to see him and Roman Reigns go at it. I want to say this. Let me tell you what I want to see personally. And thank you, 3 Diggers, for that super chat.
Yes. And welcome, CW41.
Hello, CW41. I don't know if you all did watch Friday Night SmackDown, but there was a backstage situation, and I think it was a little more poignant, if you will, because Andrade Tranquilo had a very rough match with LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight got a little blood right there. Got a little messy at the end. I loved it.
Yeah.
But that backstage segment.
Oh gosh. First of all, clearly they got real. These two got beef or something. But that was fire.
Mello
Fire.
and Andrade, they got into, now we've turned this into a series. Andrade, they say, is up 3-2. That was a messy situation. And I'm about that. I like it when it's rough and tough and a little ugly, so long as it's coordinated. And backstage, it worked out because he had everybody moving them and everything.
Coordinate. And then he hit the camera. Oh.
So I would love to see something like that between Roman and Jacob Fatu. Now I know. What? Oh gosh. Okay, Stella Rose has decided to prop herself up against the equipment.
The camera, right. Oh my gosh.
I might have to jump up real quick because now I'm concerned.
Oh my
I got the
gosh.
lights with a sandbag and everything. But
oh my gosh.
personally, I would love to see that. Roman Reigns doesn't get down like that in the ring. I understand that. Jacob Fatu, as they call him, the Samoan werewolf. And I would pay good money to see that at Bad Blood, quite honestly. But that's neither here nor there. What up, T-Man? Good to see you. There's a third Tongan brother. He signed WWE. He's the tallest and youngest. Yeah. You know, the Samoan dynasty runs deep.
Run deep.
In the WWE. You know, long before Rocky Maivia became a board member of TKO. You know what I mean? But what cannot be denied is my man has talked to Triple H and was like, look, let's add a little tapatio to this. Let's add a little spice. I've gone out into the world and I'm bringing that knowledge of in here. They've had WWE studios, so it's not like they don't know how to film stuff.
Right, exactly.
And let's make this cinema.
Yeah.
And they're doing a hell of a job. They're doing a hell of a job, and I'm not mad.
No, they are, for sure.
The Geek Box has super chatted.
Oh, thank you, Geek Box.
Come on, Geek Box.
You're awesome.
And this is actually a good segue after I do this, and we should talk about, well, at the end, I don't know.
The 3-hour, 2-hour shows?
No, something else.
I see that coming up in here, too.
Circle message. It feels like 90s wrestling again. Many stories make up the whole show, and sometimes they cross, creating more excitement, and you got to keep watching. There you go.
Yeah, and it makes sense because there's a lot of you going on. There's a lot of personalities. It's not really going to be limited to just a few interactions, a few whatever. So to me, I like it. I like all that's going on. And so you don't want to segue into the 3-hour, 2-hour show thing right now?
Sure, if you want to.
So I know that we're talking about the fact that Raw is going to be 2 hours for a while until it starts on Netflix, and then it could do whatever it wants to do, right? Then it's not going to be held time to anything, which will be interesting because then it's just going to be however long it goes. So we're going to have SmackDown being 3 hours on USA until January?
Something like that?
No, starting January, but for 6 months.
Yeah.
And so...
Word on the street.
No, I think it's official. Is
it official?
Alex, didn't you say it was official? That SmackDown is now officially going to be 3 hours January for 6 months, right? So, like SmackDown right now as is. Well, I mean, this SmackDown was good, right? We've been saying for a while that Raw didn't necessarily need to be 3 hours. But then Raw got really good because then you had the Wyatts come in and they have so much cinema going on. But if you're going to have SmackDown being 3 hours and the Wyatt 6 don't belong to any roster, they really don't. It's not, they weren't in the draft. They just happen to come to Raw. They're not stuck on Raw. They can go to SmackDown. They sound like they're already calling out the Bloodline from the clues I saw last time. That's what I think is going on.
The Blues Clues?
The Blues Clues. So the sick clues. So if they end up going over to SmackDown, I don't know that they can interject with the Bloodline right now, but maybe by January they could. And if the Wyatts there, that's a 3-hour show for sure. The Wyatts and the Bloodline on one show?
I generally
Especially if
had
Roman's back?
no issue with Raw being 3 hours. Now, if it was a good 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know, if we're struggling to come up with something in that third hour, yeah, it needs to be cut. So if they're going to go down to 2, fine. On Netflix, whatever. I expect absolute insanity for those 2 hours. This is what I said that I will say with the Attitude Era was the best part of it was week to week, you didn't know what to expect. And the more that we watch like 24 or the biographies or whatever, these guys talking about what it was like to work in that time, everybody was trying to outshine everybody. Everybody wanted to be the top dog. And make sure nobody else took that spot. And with that, and the fact that they were fighting for their very existence, came some amazing creative storylines, stuff that you just wouldn't have seen otherwise. And we haven't seen since. So I expect that latitude in Netflix to birth the more creativity. If you're going to crank this back down into 2 hours, then I want to see 2 hours of what they usually will chant in an arena, you know, when things are going off the rails. On the same token, if SmackDown really is going to do 3 hours, I'm okay with it because it's on the USA Network, although the USA Network does bleep and whatever. And I think it's going to be an opportunity for people on that brand to shine a little bit. But at the same time, we said, what was it, on Raw? You know, like with the draft, there is no brand thing anymore. Everybody just pops up wherever they pop up.
Right.
You know, now we've got, I don't know exactly where AEW's former wrestlers, Penta, right? And who else is coming over there?
Miro. No. Penta and Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, so they're supposed to be coming over to the main
You
roster.
pointed to the picture.
Right there. We have them literally right there.
Our signed autograph photo.
I don't know where they should go. I don't know if it should be a Raw on Netflix or 3 hours of SmackDown. I kind of feel like they're a SmackDown.
I mean, they're so fire, and SmackDown could use something fire. So I think that they should go to SmackDown.
Just don't put them with
just like you said,
other
Alex,
luchadors.
do not put them with LWO.
No.
Do not put them with other luchadors. Stop doing that. Stop
Beg
it.
you.
This
Beg
is
you.
not jail. You do not have to stay with your own kind. Knock it off.
He said it. Bat the wire. Bat the wire. No more grilled cheese. Oh my gosh.
I'm bilingual. There's a difference.
We got a super chat by JR Dugan.
Hey, Lauren.
Circle message. What up, Lauren? Hey, A and B. For young viewers, Cody and Roman is R-Rock versus Austin, but with a little sprinkle layer of family history and Triple H wrestling mind, minus Vince. Which we're very much looking forward to. So we've got some stuff in the works that we're working on, because we know that the Vince documentary is going to be coming out. I think it's like it's several parts. I don't know, 6-parter or whatever it is. So we've got some stuff in the works. We're not going to talk about it right now, but we're going to be sprinkling a little something else on y'all. So look out for that. JR Dugan, thank you very, very much for that super chat. Let me see what else. So the third brother, what you're saying, Just Alex, the brother's 6'9" or 6'10"?
Who? Tamatonga and Tamaloa?
The third brother
Okay.
of them? Good gracious.
Jeez Louise.
6'9" or 6'10". Wow, that's like Taker tall.
That is Taker tall.
Okay, I'm not mad. Why didn't a little bit of that go into Tongaloa? Because Tongaloa, he's...
This Wednesday at 6?
Reports it's official 3
this
hours
Wednesday,
for 6 months.
6-part.
All right, I'm not mad at that. Demonic Being. I think Demonic Beings just kind of draft themselves.
Right?
I think they gotta do what they want.
Exactly. That's why I said they might as well float over there to SmackDown.
6-part, 1 hour each. Yeah, okay, so it's a 6-part, 1 hour each documentary.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
thought.
really looking forward to it. Movie Queen, let me tell you something about Ricky Starks. Let me tell you something.
Brace yourself, members who are in here right now.
Why on Tuesday? This is a side note. Why on Tuesday? All right, let me tell you something. Where I work and where we live is 2 different areas, and traffic is outrageous. Traffic was bad on Tuesday night. Your boy left all kinds of early. There was all kinds of craziness going on. I slid in here late. Why in the world did they hatch a scheme? I come up in here and everybody's like, oh my gosh, Ricky Starks, he's premiered, he's here in NXT. And I'm like, wait, what? Really? And they kept it going.
Every member in the chat on Tuesday.
Except
Selfie Dofi, who told Snitched.
The only one on my side. These people had me believing. They said his name, and I believed in Ricky Starks.
Well, at first you didn't, and then enough of us said it that you did, and then I felt bad, and we came clean.
And I walked off the set. I was like, forget y'all fools. This is how you gonna do?
April Fools in September.
This is how you gonna do? So that's how I felt about Ricky Starks, man. Y'all had a lot of nerve. I still love you, though. I still love you. Shucky, ducky, quack, quack. This is what I'm talking about. Man, y'all have some nerve. Hang on.
Yeah, JR, we'll get to that.
Right here. All right, fine. Look, if they're going to be new Bloodline dudes coming in WWE, let's make it snappy. I've seen Zilla on social media. I'm not impressed by them breasts.
Wow.
That's estrogen.
You're tripping. He is so good. What are you looking at? He is so good.
All right, we're going to shut this down. Good night, everybody. Let's get out of here. What? I'm not impressed by them.
I swear, boy.
That's fantastic. I can't speak on it. You know,
that was his whole chat.
That's a fantastic super chat. Look, fair enough point. Let me say this much. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Rocky Maivia, he himself had man boobs. Okay, self-admittedly. And he has some surgery. He has some corrective surgery. But the Rock that we see today wasn't always quite the Rock. He was more like a big old jellyfish. You know, he had some shape, you know, like Patrick. Okay.
Solo is not
in shape. He had to kind of work on that. Get those toiting right. Toit like tiger. Yes. Okay, so it runs in the Samoan bloodline. just is what it is.
Oh my gosh.
Let us move on from that. That's just ridiculous. Oh man.
I swear.
Booker T, let me tell you something, Roman. All right, Booker T, he is a national treasure. There will be no Booker T slander will be tolerated in this chat. Okay? I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, actually, that's a great point. That's a great point, just Alex. So I don't know if you saw Miro.
Oh yes, asked for his release. So we can transition to AEW for a minute.
He threw it out there. I don't want to get too far into this. Thank you, Dylan Danger, for the fits.
They need to give Miro his release. They're not doing anything with him. They brought Lana in, and they're not doing anything with her, right? I don't know what you even brought her.
She don't go. She's going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you didn't do anything with that. You're not doing anything with him. I agree. I mean, what are you holding on to him for?
But here's the issue, and I've said this 1,000 times. I don't really care where you go, so long as the promise of what it is that they're going to do with you comes to fruition, right? Rusev, Miro, whatever you want to call him, solid dude, good performer. All he wants to do is get in here and get to work. And yet you want to consistently do an old school WCW thing by bringing all these old talents in here. Okay, great. What about all these other people that have been on this roster? Mm-hmm. You know, I can't understand. I just in my mind, and I've said this both ways, WWE and AEW, how you have people and you have a whole creative team, you've got the money behind it, and you're just like, we got nothing for you.
Well, I agree with that as far as the Maharaja goes, because you know, Jinder Mahal was a great champion. You know, you enjoyed him.
I enjoyed him as WWE champion.
He was a great heel champion.
Loved it.
And that was with two regular-sized dudes.
Regular-sized dudes.
You bring him back with two giants, and you're like, this is about to be something to be reckoned with.
And this year kept coming, and they kept coming, and
they did nothing with him.
Did nothing with him. Did nothing with him.
And the fact that you wouldn't think to have them face off against AOP in some manner, so that we're seeing giants versus giants and egos versus egos or something. It seems like, you know, you could do some great stuff with some people, and then there's people that you should be able to figure out, and you just can't. And that should not have gone the way it did. I feel like they really had a missed opportunity on that. I feel like AEW should have been able to really do something with Miro. He's a great talent, and I miss him as Rusev. I don't know why they ever broke him and Lana up. That was just the best. Lana never recovered from that.
No.
And they never recovered from that awful thing they did with her and Bobby. That was the worst thing they've ever done.
No, she never recovered from that. She never recovered from her going through a table 9 times.
Yeah. So I just feel like wrestling world, just poor Lana, obviously is, that just didn't work for her.
But I'm saying retool. You have 3 shows, AEW.
Yes.
3 weekly shows.
And the fact that he's asking for his release, if you don't want to give it to him, then let him bring his ideas, put them together with some of your writers, get Chris Jericho involved because he's always trying to push somebody somewhere. Not like with them in front of the camera, but maybe behind the scenes because he'll work with guys on their storylines and get him over, make him somebody in Ring of Honor or do something, because the fact that you have this many shows and he's asking for his release shows that you just, like you said, you bring on all these people and then you can't figure out what to do with them when they're there.
Now, the thing about the 3 weekly shows, he's got 3 weekly shows, and yet each show gets worse. You have Dynamite, then you have Rampage, then you have Collision, and the stock just does this.
Right.
By the time we reach fracking Collision, I mean, dude, I can't. It's like sometimes back in the day, you would turn on and see some Saturday morning wrestling, and it was just, jobbers versus jobbers. Like, it was not much. Like, if you miss it, there was nothing to watch.
Right.
And that's a shame. With the money that they have, the talent that they have, I can't understand it. While at the same time, I personally love seeing Mox and Shafir. You know how I feel about a strong female, and I've been saying this for the longest time. She's coming here like pardon my language, like a badass, straight up. You got Claudio Castellanogli over here as well. And I love what I'm seeing here. You got the bastard Pac. You got the cinematic music. I'm digging it. But yet you can't figure out what to do with the big man. You can't figure out what to do with somebody like a Keith Lee. You can't figure out what to do with Ricky Starks. How the Lucha Brothers, how you we want to go. What's going on over here, man?
Yeah.
What's going on over here? Because once upon a time, this was like, oh my gosh, greener pastures. I can finally breathe. We're trying to build something over here. But the second Cody Rhodes was like, deuces, I knew something was wrong. Stardust. He was bastardized in the WWE. And he became something over here in AEW. They built something in AEW. But just like Vince McMahon, the ego gets in your way. And you think you know it all, you can do it all, don't question me, and look what happens. You can't fill arenas.
Right.
We've been to AEW live shows where they tape Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, Ring of Honor, and
Japan.
First New Japan Pro Wrestling and first-hand experience.
In one
audience
sitting.
Dissipates.
It just dissipates. And they're like, can you move up? Can you fill in? Can you move up? Can you fill in? Can you make it look better? Can you make it look better? You never see that happening.
Facts.
But let's say this. Let's say the positive. The current storyline they have with Mox turning on Daniel Bryanson, and then Daniel Bryanson. Brian Danielson. I can't. It's just too much.
Bryan, yeah.
And now with him calling out Darby Allin. About it. I have no problem with it. I think that the Hangman Adam Page and Swerve, even though the match was disgusting and they went too far, and I don't like that. The build up to that match, the build up to that match, and what they did, the cinematic. This is my family home. I bought it. He burnt it down. I mean, and this has been going on. This feud with them has been going on for what, a year on and off. I mean, it makes you feel like they really do hate each other. It's pretty deep. So there are some storylines that I am invested in. I don't know what's going on with Toni Storm now.
But she loves Mariah May, and I'm not.
I don't
I'm
love
not a
Mariah.
fan.
That's not what I said. I didn't say I love Mariah May.
Okay, she's good.
I said I was surprised that she was as good in the ring as she was. I didn't expect her to be as good in the ring as she is. I did not say that I love her. I'm not a fan. I miss Toni Storm. Don't get that twisted.
Geekbox, I will simply say this much. You can always request a price check on a jackass. Okay, anytime you want to.
Booker T is so funny. He is so funny.
And I know Booker T is very opinionated.
Yes, but you really need to be interesting on the commentary. He's very good on the commentary. We want to hear. He's good at being a jackass on the commentary, and you need that. You always need one on the commentary. But we also like his attitude about wrestling. We like the hit him hard, knock him out, and apologize in the back. Yeah. That is how wrestling should be. Because all these soft, even Cody.
Soft?
When Cody and KO, when these people go to kick someone in the gut and their foot is 3 inches away, come on, dude. You can freaking touch him. I'm not telling you to kick him to death, but connect on your crap, bro. So, we appreciate that more than we appreciate some of these current new school wrestlers who just sometimes don't connect at all and think that we can't see.
We can see.
I promise you.
20 cameras around the
all
ring,
around
telephoto
you.
lenses, they all up in there. Trust me, we can see what's going on.
Right.
And I've said this 1,000 times, man, you got one job. As a professional wrestler, you got one job. Make us believe that what we're watching is 100% legit. That's it. That's it. That's it.
That's all she wrote.
That's your job. Am I wrong? Entertain us and make us believe that that's the whole premise. That's what kayfabe literally is. And if you're not willing to do that, put
Anthony.
your boots in the middle of the ring and get the hell out. I got a super chat right here.
First of all, Anthony, ain't nobody putting nothing through my eye.
Wait, what?
Anthony said, watch Mariah May put her heel through B's eye.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, Mariah May don't want no pussy. No piece of this. She don't want no piece of this. I promise you. Okay, she will lay hands. I'm sorry. She will lay hands. Okay, we were at an arena. Was it Allegiant?
I don't know. No, you're getting off topic.
It was Allegiant. And it was a situation. It almost became a situation. But let me go ahead and get to this biggest single super chat of the night right here by 3 Diglets. Circle message. Okay, but seriously speaking, let's imagine a show where there are a large amount of Bloodline members on the roster. Now, what happens when this Bloodline storyline is over? Do we really see these guys at the forefront of the shows? Because I don't. Only Reigns and Fatu.
So I guess it will depend on what that looks like and what they're doing with them after this feud is over. But is that when the Wyatt family comes in to teach them about loyalty and about how to treat family like they did with Chad Gable? Because that is interesting.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong with what you're saying. I think it's, and I've actually thought about this with the Wyatts, the longevity of it. What are we doing? I like the fact that they've been going ham on American Made. That can't last forever. Like, we got to move on. We got to evolve. We've got to change. So with the Bloodline, I don't know. It's been so interesting to see that the Bloodline has been carrying the WWE for the last, 4 or 5 years? Whatever it was, got us through all of COVID. And it transitioned. I kind of likened it to the Transformers. You know, I hate to say it like that, but you had the original Transformers and then the new Transformers. It evolved into something else, and then they brought it back around to the original Transformers for the movies. You know what I mean? So can Tongaloa, I mean, I hate to say it, nah. My man is he's like a wet napkin to me. He's just he's like a limp noodle. He don't do it. And I don't like pasta. But he just don't do it for me. I don't believe in his performance at all. Tama Tonga, okay. You coming out here doing your little thing. I didn't necessarily need to hear that. Like that should be more backstage for me. But Jacob Fatu, I want to see. Jacob Fatu is versatile. He can go above and beyond what he's doing in the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, there's a lot. I will say this much: the Samoans in the history of WWE, they last. And they get into what they get into. Their feuds are what they are. They last. This is the face of the company, and there's no denying that. And that's what I like to see right now, going back to Cody and Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
The fact that he held the company down as long as he did, and now Cody is that guy, and now he comes back, and Cody feels the heat. He feels the heat on his back. He don't like it.
Right.
And I like to see that little, I'm a little annoyed by this heat. I'm a little annoyed right now. I like to see that little twinge.
Yeah.
That makes it interesting for me. Because I'm like, okay, he's coming a little unhinged a little bit. He's a little,
Right.
You know they're not going to cooperate.
And I love that Cody was like, I told you you'd be standing here with your tribal chief without a bloodline. I was like, ooh.
I mean, he wasn't wrong.
He wasn't wrong.
He wasn't wrong. That's right. I'm talking about Just Alex. You already know that Three Diggles is the dog. To beat a man. Woo! You got to beat the man. Yeah, I had to wake you up. Jody Bird. Jody Bird. I saw Roland Bird. Jody Bennett's not in here.
That's so funny.
Right? Let me go ahead and see what my people are saying right now. Collision is so bad. I can't say. This is what Just Alex. I don't understand. It's so frustrating to me, and I feel like I get hyped up. It's like I was talking about Endgame last week. I'm not going to go there right now. But this is what I don't understand, man. We all watch pro wrestling because we love pro wrestling. We're entertained by what we're seeing. And I don't want to crap on anybody's parade. But when you are just not delivering, I don't get it. Like, I'm sure many people in here are baseball fans, football fans, and you are watching your team, and every once in a while, your team just is like, did y'all take Xanax?
Right.
Did you take an Ambien? Like, what is going on right now? Y'all asleep at the wheel?
That does happen to me. I fall asleep in here sometimes. I think
She
I'm more
does.
collective.
And I don't get it, man. You have a third show.
Yeah.
We know why that show was created, and that is what it is. But now there's no excuse.
Right. It's here.
You got the money. You've got the writers. You've got the talent.
Yeah.
And why isn't that? Why turn that into Ring of Honor? There's so much talent that's just not shining on the stage that they should be shining on.
And I don't know if it's because you are doing it to where you're making people sit there and the arena's empty, and so you don't want to waste your good stuff when people have left the arena. But maybe it doesn't need to be a live show. Maybe your Collision should be a pre-tape show, and you could do it, more in like the Lucha Underground style or something, and switch it up and do something that's because it's not like he doesn't have good people involved, but if you have good people but you're not investing in the show itself, then who cares? No one's going to see the people because no one's watching the show because you haven't brought me to the show because there's no real show. It's just matches with no story.
Exactly.
Like, we have a story, and then as the night goes on, you just have people randomly coming out. And when Lio Rush came back, there was no hype. There was no nothing. He just came out in the middle of a match, and he wasn't even really highlighted or anything. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's too crowded. You're not doing it right.
It is too crowded, and I think that maybe they need to do something else and not have all the shows live. and tape them the way you're doing it. Because the thing is, in business, you need to look at what you're doing, and if it's not working, don't just keep doing it.
Right.
Do something different.
Like you did with your hair, and CW says likes the hair.
Oh, thank you.
Like
CW, what are you doing in San Francisco?
Like the hair. Aaron Drew right here with a super chat. This is what I'm talking about. Circle message. Hey, my YouTube family. Heart emoji. What are your thoughts on TK saying he doesn't believe in long-term storytelling and only week-to-week booking?
Mm-hmm.
We see the result. We see the result. Let me tell you something. We work in an industry where once a year we have to do a budget. Well, I have to do a budget, but she understands it. Part of that budget package is what's called a reserve study. I'm not going to bore you with it, but the point of the reserve study is long-term forecasting to see what you have and how long you have and how we're going to make this work. And you put that into the here and now budget. You work with the budget here and now based on long-term forecasting. I understand stuff happens much like we saw with this whole Cody, Roman, Rock thing, and they had to pivot because the audience kind of took over and they changed plans, and it was what it was. But they had something in the works a long time ago that just didn't pan out, and they were able to switch it a little bit. But that is extremely naive and short-sighted.
But what did he really say that? That's weird, because the Toni Storm thing, her feuds haven't been short. Saraya's feuds haven't been necessarily short. I don't, the whole thing with the former WWE girls versus the AEW, originals. That, I mean, like I said, the storytelling with Hangman Adam Page and Swerve, the story behind Christian and Darby Allin bringing the dude in, then Christian, like now he's like his son, he's dating his mom. There's a whole, you had a super chat that we ignored, Three Kings. I'm so sorry.
Stifler's mom? Wait. Have I gotten to it yet?
I'm saying Christian.
Or did I miss it?
I'm saying Christian, what's the name of the boy who Christian is saying is his son?
Oh, I haven't gotten it there yet.
He hasn't gotten to it yet. He'll get it, sweetie. What's the name of the boy? How Christian's dating his mom now, and he calls him his son. He's part of his crew.
Oh, yeah.
Like none of that was short term. That was all a long buildup. And this thing with Swerve and Hangman has been going on forever. Yeah. So I don't think
it was reported he said it.
But I think that's weird because, and then the whole best friend thing with Adam Cole and MJF, that wasn't a short thing either.
Well, I know that
wasn't
the
nobody's
AEW
week
people,
to week.
they have some
Nick
say.
Wayne, thank you.
They have some say in, how we want things to play out. I'm sure, because the thing is, you have a squad of people in AEW that have been doing this a lot longer than Tony Khan has.
Yeah.
And so when you lean on them, like Chris Jericho, what have you, where you say, okay, listen, this is where we really kind of see things progressing with X, Y, and Z, and let's continue to work on that. But if the head of the company is saying, I'm not forecasting into the future, like back in the day, you would be interviewed for a job and they say, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Mm-hmm. You don't, the right answer is, I don't know. I don't know where I see myself in 5 months.
Yeah, no. That's very naive.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's naive, but he's also not normal. I promise you, he's got Asperger's or something. He's not a normal person. So maybe he just doesn't function normally. But in that way, that's why everybody calls you a fan, because you have billions of dollars, and you like you like wrestling, not WWE. You like professional wrestling. That doesn't mean that you have the business wherewithal to maintain and deliver on, like you just bit off too much and took on too much. And you have titles everywhere, and you have superstars in catering that have no business being in catering. And I think that you had a brilliant mind in Cody Rhodes, and you let that go. However, maybe he was going to go no matter what, because maybe his goal was always to go back to WWE. I don't know. But you need to replace him with another brilliant mind who knows the business, You need to have GMs on each show that could come in, that could run the show, who know the business. You need to make sure you have writers who know the business, who understand the long-term storytelling, or you're just going to be another WCW or something else that was here and gone, and nobody wants that.
And we're seeing that with the ratings. The numbers do not lie. The numbers in the audience do not lie. We've seen it with our own eyes. So this is not to say
Movie Queen, I have ADHD. That dude does way more than that.
It's not
just that.
That we are rooting for the demise of AEW. We need AEW to thrive and survive. It's good for all. But y'all got to do better. And that's another reason why Triple H and company, they weren't really sweating it. They're like, we've been through the storm. We were on the chopping block for a year and a half with WCW. Seriously, like week to week, we didn't know we were going to have a home. Like, you swipe your card, it's like, oh, I think they cut me. They must have. Yep, they cut the whole. No, they weathered that storm. I don't like arrogance, so I don't want them feeling like, okay, AEW is just like a speck and nothing to worry about. No. In the beginning, AEW was fire. It was fire, but it was fresh. It was new. Once that sheen wears off a little bit, then it's not quite so pretty to look at. That's a problem. I'm going to get to your Super Chat 3 Kings, but I got a couple Super Chats I see right here. Aaron Drew says, WTF is a Saraya rules match. Someone help they creative. Sorry, Saraya, you're not the Bloodline. I know, I saw that Saraya rules match. I don't know if you saw that. It's insane. It basically was like all her. Like, you can't do this unless it's Saraya. You can't do this unless it's Saraya. Like, it's
That's silly. That's silly. That's too far.
We'll see what comes of it. I don't know. I don't know. It's funny with Saraya. I'm really glad that she's able to wrestle because it's better than her just being on gaming all day like she was in WWE. Like,
yeah, at least she's doing what she loves.
And she's been a little more comedic, if you will. I don't fully grasp the direction of her. I don't fully grasp where they're going with Saraya right now. But at least they're using Saraya in a way that she appreciates.
I agree. I'm glad that she's doing something, that's for sure. Because I'd be mad if she was sitting back in the back. And I know what you're saying, Alex. I do know that the talent has a hand in their own stories and in their own, in a lot of their feuds and stuff like that. And I'm glad that that is the case. And Jericho, I believe, Geekbox, I heard Jericho say before that he's all about helping talents get together and work stories and trying to figure out how to bring other people up. Even the learning tree, which is probably the dumbest thing I think he's done. I know he's really trying to elevate talent. He really is, more so than anything. At least that's what he says. He's trying to do and help them figure out and work out their storylines and stuff like that. But
what up, Michael Tolberg?
I don't know.
Jimmy Uso, I'm gonna need you to come back to WWE, bro. He said, "I'll come back to WWE." I'm gonna need you to come back to WWE. Roman Reigns needs you. All right, but and we're gonna get out of here real quick. But I also want to ask this question because it's coming up. I think it's a fair point. Jimmy Uso has a brother by the name of Main Event Jay Uso. Yeet. I need to ask this question before I get to the other super chats. I need to know, because you'll see before I do. Show of hands. Who here really thinks that it's Main Event Jay Uso's time and he's about to get that title? I honestly want to know, because I just don't know what we're doing with my man. I'm fine with him moonlighting with Rhea Ripley and everything. That's cute. Not entertaining. But if they're going to give this man a singles title or what?
They better. They need to figure it out. I think it's hard, too, because I think a lot of people don't see him as a phenomenal wrestler. They just see that he's just another one of the Bloodline, and I don't know. But then again, LA Knight's not a phenomenal wrestler. I think Jey Uso's way better in the ring than LA Knight is, personally.
That's interesting.
But
that is interesting.
I think that it's time, but are they going to really take that off of Gunther?
No. Braun Breaker.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Braun. Yeah. Are they going to take that belt off Braun Breaker? He just got it. And they pushed him hard. Are they really about to give Jay
But
that
I'm
belt?
saying they've had momentum for Jey Uso for a good minute. And my heart, I don't know if I can take him getting rocked by Braun Breaker and taking an L. Because how many start stops does this man have?
You have quite a few yeets in here, but just Alex feels like both of those titles are deadlocked. And I agree with you. I just don't see them taking those titles. But then again, that would be such a swerve, wouldn't it?
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the end game here is, because if that's the case, I would have preferred somebody else to win. I know people really wanted Jay to win, and that's great. But if they're legitimately not about to give him that title right now, unless they're going to run it back later.
Yeah,
why
keep teasing us with title matches if you're really never, ever going to give him a title? Like, at what point are we going to go, we're not even believing that you're going to give him anything anyway?
There you go.
And like someone in here just said, Braun Breaker has time. He has plenty of time. He just got here. You could take that belt and give it to him. He could come back and get it later.
And I think it's interesting, the promo that they had where Braun was like, I've been reading up on you a little bit, been catching up on you a little bit, 14 years. And that's so funny that they really mentioned, like, 14 years, one of the most decorated tag team champs of all time, but not a singles champ. Like, you've been here 14 years. I've been here 14 minutes. And look at this. Look at you. And you're not getting this after 14 years. And that hit different with me because that brought me back to Tamina. This lady was in here for 10 years.
Yes. And that hit Jay different. And Jay, I felt like Jay came out Braun a little different.
Had to.
And I would love to see Jay step it up. I mean, he really stepped it up when he fought Gunther. But I really would like, he's going to have to step it up with Braun too. And I really would like to see this be a really, really good match. And I would love to see him get that moment.
But if they don't, where do we go with here? Caden Crawford, new name in here. Thank you very much for being in here. Let me get to this other super chat right here, because I know we've been saying some things. Three Kings, I see you. My bad for the late super chat acknowledgement circle message. I'm late. Did you hear about Tony saying he doesn't believe in long-term booking anymore and he only believes in week-to-week booking? See? We talked about that a little earlier, and I'm simply going to say we both agree that that's just foolish.
Yeah.
That's foolish
naive
nonsense talk. That's not what a boss would say. And that is the most asinine thing I think I've ever heard. And it goes to show you what's happening right now in AEW with the numbers and the creative and the talent and all the backstage chaos that's going on. I don't know, quite frankly, how they put on a week-to-week show.
I don't know, but can I say that I love Mercedes Moné? Oh, I'm sorry, not Mercedes Moné. Is she? What is she over there?
Mercedes Moné?
Is she Mercedes Moné?
It ain't Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks. That's right. Mercedes Moné. I'm losing my memory, y'all. I don't even know what's going on with me. I love her Enforcer. I love the Enforcer. I feel like this girl looked like a straight gladiator. She is dominant. She's scary. I like that Mercedes is now like needing to hide behind her. No, I need her here. I like that. Instead of her just like, I could beat the world. Like, no, I need, like, stop. I just like that. I like this new thing that they're doing with her. And I hope this works out for a while. And I look forward to her turning and beating the hell out of Mercedes.
How many times have I said, you need a strong female up in your faction? A strong female in your midst, a bodyguard. You need a China.
Oh, he said, no, I'm saying to ignore it. Y'all already answered it.
All right. Well, we had to acknowledge the super chats. What we had to do right here. Ignore my last super chat. I will never ignore your super chat, and I'm sorry. The super chat, how we get into it, you know. And you have the super chat now. No, I'm saying to ignore it. Y'all already answered. Thank you, Three Kings. God bless you. God bless you. I'm gonna catch up in here in the chat. Let me see what the people got to say. To be fair, some of the stories you mentioned were mostly carried by the talents. MJF, Hangman, Swerve, Tony, Christian, all have stories. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They made sure it made sense. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, they have input into the storyline. That's kind of like it was with WWE in the Attitude Era. It's like, okay, what do you want to do? Let's talk about this. Let's work this out. Let's figure this out, and let's carry this on. And that's what I'm saying. Like you're doing this backwards. You should rely on your talent to a degree, certainly.
Right.
Especially those that are tenured, that are grizzled young veterans.
Grizzled young veterans.
I just love that tag team name. But as the boss, you've got to. If I were an investor in AEW, like Shark Tank, if anybody up on that stage said to those people who are trying to invest, we don't have a long-term plan for this product. We're just thinking 6 months down the line, and then maybe you guys can carry us through. They would be laughed out of the room. Get the hell out of my sight.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You cannot say to somebody, I don't have a long-term plan. When you are running a company, dog. Come on, man.
So Joffrey says, what's the relationship with Moxley and Marina A and B? Somebody answer me that. She is his enforcer. She is the China to his Triple H.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it so much. I am so invested in it. You don't even understand. First of all, I love Marina Shafir because I liked her attitude. The fact that I like anybody that rolls into a ring barefoot, you have my attention. Okay? Because right out the gate, you got to walk through some stuff. I'm going to tell you that right now. The tender toes, not everybody can do it. Miro used to do it. Solo used to, I'm all about it. But I liked her attitude in the ring. Whatever they got going on right now with Mox.
So you like chicks with bad attitudes? That's why we got together?
Okay. I like a strong enforcer in professional wrestling. All right. When Chyna first came on the scene, and I will never forget her ragdolling Tori, and Tori was just flailing all over the place. Like, good God Almighty, what are you doing to this poor woman? I am all about a strong female. That's what I thought we had when the Usos debuted with Tamina. Who are these three? And all three went up and dove off. There was potential. That's what I'm talking about. That attitude that I see in Marina is what I've always wanted to see in Nia Jax, and I don't see it. I'm glad that she is where she is. She's got a new attitude. She's gotten better. But I like a strong female. So whatever they got going on, I'm here for it. They come out from the back. They come through the audience. She's not afraid to take it to men. And I know, Three Diglets, you're not about that, and I get it. But I got to tell you, they practice together, the men and women. They trust each other. I have no issue with it.
What? AEW is about to close a new TV deal for $200 million a year for 3 years. They better come with it because WBD is investing serious. What is WBD? What's that, Alex?
WB?
WBD.
I mean, okay.
He just needs to humble himself and get some really good business-minded folks who really understand this business together to help him with all of these shows. Stop making this one good show and these other, I like Dynamite, but I don't even remember that Collision exists until I hear people mention it. Like you said, it just goes downhill. The fact that you have, I want to say Ember Moon, but what is Ember Moon's name? It's Athena. You have Athena over in Ring of Honor, and I mean, she is so good, and we're not even seeing her. You don't even have her on Collision or anything. I don't know. I just hope they get it together.
Here's my issue.
I know, just Alex. I just can't remember anything, bro.
Here's my issue. Here's
so
my
sad.
issue. I don't like it. I don't like the deal. Let me tell you why. It doesn't do anybody any good when you're hyping somebody up and something stinks. All right? You got a kid, and the kid is trying to show you, look what I can do. Like Stewart, look what I can do. And in your heart, you're just like, that sucks. But you got to hype your kid up, right? So like, oh, that's great, dear. Fantastic. You look, because you don't want to hurt their little feelings, right? But it don't really do the kid no good because then you have a ray gun coming up on the Olympic stage. Somebody along the line told Ray Gunn she was good at breakdancing. And the reality is she sucks. That breakdancing routine was trash. The Starkey Pilastri couldn't have saved that routine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And that is the problem. Right now, I don't want to say that AEW is Ray Gunn, but it's somewhere between Bring It On and Ray Gunn. So you saying, I'm going to give you $200 million for the current product that we have. How does that say to Tony Khan, do better? Legitimately, hear me out. How does that say do better? If I'm producing mediocre work and I'm getting a big money deal out of this, in my mind, I'm thinking, great. There is no room for improvement. We're doing everything we should be doing. We're getting a good deal. We've got other shows. More talent are coming in. I don't need to improve a thing. That does not help him. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I'm not convinced that this deal is going to improve the product. I'm not convinced. The best thing Vince McMahon did was sell for obvious reasons. We are where we are. The product has significantly improved. But he has closed other TV deals during his time there, and the product sucked for a good long time. There was a wrestler named Bastion Booger.
Wow.
Think about that. Think about that. Disgusting.
The boogeyman was disgusting.
And yet somebody thought that was a good idea. That's somebody being Vince McMahon. I don't need to do anything more than what we're doing. The bottom line here is this. We here, the people, we're their employer. We are the employers of what we're seeing here.
Right.
You're doing all of this for us. You're not doing it in a vacuum. I've said this as somebody that went to film school specifically because I didn't like the ending of a film. I wanted to figure out how to do it and do better. That's why we do our show the way we do it. That's why Just Alex does his show the way he does it. That's why everybody does what they do. But we also recognize the fact that there's an audience here that wants to see something. And we have to acknowledge that. And we say we give our best effort every single time, even technical glitches aside and stuff happens. It's a live show week to week, so we get it. There'll be botches, there'll be stuff, crap happens. Mm-hmm. But don't do mediocre. No, we don't want no mediocre. And I don't think it's going to do them any good.
Aaron Drew has another chat, and then I have to make an announcement.
All right, I see it right here. Aaron Drew said TK also want to create another show when they get a deal. No! Oh, wait. Like Darth Vader? No!
Wow.
She was alive. I felt it.
I felt it.
Your anger, Lord Vader.
You killed
Stop
her.
him, please.
Right?
Don't do it. Nobody asked you to create another show. You should have created Collision. And if you are really going to do it, and dude, come on, man. You're proving my point. You're proving my point. Collision is the bottom of the barrel. Mm-hmm. And you're going to create another show? So what motivation does he have to do better?
Yeah, I don't know.
If people are still willing to come over there, like a Ricochet or whatever, anybody from New Japan Pro Wrestling, if you're still willing to come over to AEW with all the chaos and anarchy that's going on over there, and he's getting a big multi-million-dollar deal, he has no reason to improve the product.
Right.
Freaking terrible. Terrible, man.
Okay, now read the next super chat, and then I'm going to make an announcement.
All right, coming in here. 3 Kings right here. No wonder he has Khan in his name. That's hilarious. Circle message. I'm not going to lie, but it makes me sick that Athena is wasting what will probably be the last years of her prime on Ring of Honor. She's too talented to not be seen.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree with that.
And this is what we said all along, man. You bought Ring of Honor. We were jazzed. Okay.
Yeah.
What a promotion.
Yeah. He's going to promote it. He promoted for like 3 weeks. He promoted for like 3 weeks.
You seen Ring of Honor?
Okay, let me make a little announcement. So, I don't know if y'all remember, but the Midway card title is up for grabs whenever we're live. And I have been keeping track and tallying, and the current mid-title champion is not here. And so right now, as of right now, our new mid-card title champion looks like it's going to be Aaron Drew. And he is winning over Three Kings by $1.01.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's a good segue because we want to go ahead and mention this as well. And I know it's late, so we'll get up out of here. We could pull up
the title real quick.
Oh, yeah, we got the title. Oh, I got the title. Oh, you want to see the mid-card championship?
It's the mid-card title, Alex. And
Mid-card
Three Diglets is exempt.
Bam. There it is right here. Yeah. So it's not over yet. But this is the only title that's got our channel mascots on it. You heard? This is what I'm talking about right here.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, mid-card championship. But, so we want to go ahead and take a quick minute to let you know that the super chats that you do don't just go into this channel. We are about outreach. She has been involved with programs like Slavery No More for many, 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 many years, and have also fostered and sponsored children. And so we have now sponsored a child.
Yes, the channel has sponsored a child.
That is correct. With your donations, part of that donation goes right here. Let me go ahead and get it up. There it is. This right here is the first, I hope of many more, A&B Combos Wrestling Edition sponsored child, Azel.
So that's our child, all of us that we are helping to sponsor in Bolivia, you guys.
So you will see right here, this is part of what the monthly support goes to, supporting to combat malnutrition, healthcare, immunizations, education, income. Gospel Message is a God-centered sponsorship, and it's something that's very, very near and dear to our heart. So we also want you to know, legitimately, we are so, so pleased. And we say it at the end of every single show that we do. Your super chats do not go unnoticed. Your super chats do not go in a way that is just frivolous. We pour it back into the channel because we want to make sure that we put forth the best show we can for you because you deserve it. But we're also about reaching out. We're also about mental health. And this is something that we wanted to do. So we are so, so honored and pleased that we were able to sponsor a child.
Absolutely. And
your super
with
chats.
this next super chat, it looks like Three Kings is going to come in here and take this title.
They acknowledge Azel. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that actually really touched my heart. I'm almost going to cry, but I'm not going to. Let me see the Three Kings right here. All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, my brothers, testify.
There it is. There it is.
That's what I'm talking about. Three Kings. Now, to you, brother Three Diglets, please know the big guns are going to be coming out when we defend, or you defend, that title at the PLE. So the next PLE that we do, you got to come with it. You got to, but it doesn't mean you can't donate, because as you can see, it also goes to an amazing cause, and we want this to be the first of many children that we're able to sponsor. So
absolutely,
we take this show very seriously. We have been growing in a way that wouldn't have happened without each and every one of you, and we are really humbled by that. So we really appreciate that. We worked really hard to make this into, we call it a family show, And I don't just mean because we try to keep it PG. Whatever happens in the Netflix era, I don't know. I might get a little raunchy. I can't call it. I might get a little crazy, brother.
We're gonna get raunchy.
I'm gonna bring it down.
We're gonna get raunchy.
I might say a few things here.
Well, just let you know that Aaron Drew said, well, wait a minute.
Just a minute, player. Three Kings, it'll be you versus The Undertaker. Holla, holla, holla. Oh, wait, no, that's not what it says. That's not what it says. My bad. You guys are the best, and I hope you guys are good health, wise, and the channel mascots are good. Heart emoji.
Oh, thank
you very much. Well, here's the first channel mascot. Let me go ahead and say this because you mentioned good health. Friday Night SmackDown will be a very interesting day. Keep your boy in prayer. I'm actually going into surgery on Friday. I have foot surgery. There's a nerve. I don't want to get into the logistics of what they'll be doing, but the long and short of it is there's a nerve that is pushed through the ball of my foot, my left foot, if you will. So essentially you have an exposed nerve that you're stepping on, and it's extremely painful. We've been able to kind of manage it for a while, but it's getting to a point now where we literally need to open it up and cut out that nerve. So it's pretty routine surgery, but again, your boy is going under. Surgery is surgery. You never know what may come of it. So I don't exactly know what kind of condition I'll be in on Friday. I'll be here. I'll have a boot on my foot and kind of lay it up.
Steven come in and be my co-host.
But we will see how things.
I'm just kidding, babe.
Progress. So just keep your boy in mind on that one.
Yes, be praying for A. And there's another super chat in here from the Geek Box.
No,
that's awesome.
Come on now. The Geek Box. Thank you, Geek Box. Circle message. Hell yeah for a Zell. Absolutely worth another super chat. You guys really are the ones here changing lives and opening cans of live streaming whoop ass. Oh hell yeah!
Oh, thank you.
We had a little can of whoop ass. Where's my can of whoop ass?
Where's your can of whoop ass? I think it's over there on the floor. Sorry. Oh, man. Sorry.
All right, the can of whoop ass is going to be here. We actually bought a can of whoop ass. It's a little can of whoop ass. I got to get it.
Yes,
on the set.
we can tell you grew up with the Attitude Era, and I see that you said that you've wrestled a few matches before. You're going to have to tell us about that sometime. Yeah, actually, we really want to talk about that. I had dreams and desire once upon a time, back in the Tough Enough days. I submitted a tape to WWE. Now, I know I wasn't chosen. That's cool. But, I was all cut up, man. I was like 3 Diglets, man, clanging and banging. The 24-inch pythons, dude. My hair was a lot shorter. My hair is you don't see my hair very often, but the dreads are very, very long, as you can see. They're very long dreads. But so my hair was like here. Yeah. Is when I submitted this tape. I still rock my bandana though. But that was back in the day. We don't talk about that anymore. Thank you very much. I hope it's going to be a safe recovery. I hope it's going to be good. I'm sorry. Right now,
armbar.
3 Kings and Aaron Drew are cracking me up right now.
Okay,
Aaron Drew comes back.
Hold on now.
Armbar.
What's going on here? We got an arm bar going in here. What's that? Somebody said put Bone Crusher in the headlock. All right, Bone Crusher going in the headlock. Come on, what? No? Okay, Bone Crusher. Don't close the stream until we have a winner. 3 Kings and Aaron Drew going at 3, 4, 4, 4. Gotta get 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh, you aren't doing this. Aaron Drew said, crossface. Good God Almighty, he's got the crossface chicken wing. The chicken wing crossface is locked in on the 3 Kings. This man has got a family.
Oh my gosh.
I had you. Yeah, you did have my back, Sophie Dopey. Thank you for the only person that had my back on Tuesday night.
Snitch.
By the way, you ain't gonna get that stitch.
Snitch.
All right, we here, Sophie Dopey. Oh, ho, 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 ho. The 3 Kings said for Samoa.
Oh my God. Wow.
Doing the Uso thing.
Right? He's doing the whole dance.
Do a Samoa. Yee-hoo. The little 3 Kings right there. Oh
my
snap.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
This is fantastic.
CW says stitches get snitch. No, snitches get stitches.
This is amazing. Wow. But honestly, legitimately, thank you because this is not only fun, but it's for a good cause as well.
Yeah.
It's not just for the channel mascots anymore. And come on, this is a cute face.
Cute face.
They both of them got trimmed up. I don't know where Stella Rose went. She might be out there, but they just got trimmed up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, she's over here laying down to sleep.
Yeah, they just got trimmed up. So it's a super chat party all up in here.
It
We
sure
would keep
is.
it going, but we do actually have to walk the channel mascots. They got to do their business.
So right now, we are ending it with 3 Kings in the lead, and he is in the lead by $9.
3 Kings. All right, we're going to close it up. We got 2 minutes. What time is it right now?
It's 7:43
Pacific Standard Time. At 7:45, polls closed. That is it.
Polls closed.
Super chat's down. So who's in lead right now?
3 Kings
3
by
Kings.
$9.
$9. I got 3 Kings is in the lead right now for $9. $9. Gonna get Aaron. You're gonna get a 10. Gotta get 12. Gonna get a 15. We're sold.
That's funny.
We might go ahead and tap out. So let me go ahead and I just want to wrap it up as well by saying I think SmackDown has been a good show this past week. I think 3 Kings said I'm gonna go ahead and do a little finger poke.
Oh, crap.
But I think Aaron Drew said, acknowledge me.
Okay, well, all right. Okay.
Dang, this is getting
This is getting kind of
this
brutal.
getting a little testy up in here.
Dang, this is turning into a street match.
1 minute. 1 minute left. Somebody did kick out. This is what this was. This was a 1, 2. This is LA Knight over here. Which, by the way, let me ask you this question. The BAFTA, right?
BAFTA.
The BAFTA, the BFT. It sounds like a BLT. I don't like. I wish, because when I heard Michael Cole
say what it,
you know what I mean. Why not just say it? I never liked BFT. I don't like it like I don't like Pure Fusion Collective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It has no strumpf behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You got Hell's Gate. You don't call it the HG.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
Tucker put the Hell's Gate on you, it was the Hell's Gate. It had some weight. I wish they would do that.
All right, it's 7:45. So the polls
Popeye's
are
chicken.
closed. Oh no! Wow, it's still 7:45, and he
got it in. He got it right then and there. Three
right
Kings said,
under
"Ring the bell, damn it!
wire.
Ring the bell! Ring the bell!
Wow.
Aaron screwed. Aaron, damn it! Ring the bell! Bing, 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 bing."
Wow,
That happened.
that did
We're
happen.
going for a walk, guys. We're going for a walk. They're anxious.
They're anxious.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Blunt force trauma.
Yeah,
It
sounds better.
sounds better. It sounds when you when you hear that term, like you hear it in the news, it's just like, okay, that sounds like that. Okay, that's serious. Like
Yes.
somebody's hurt.
But we have a new champion. 3 Kings.
Whoop whoop.
Congratulations. That was such a close match, man. Y'all gotta look at that. And Aaron Drew doing respect, giving him acknowledgement. They're doing the awkward fist bump handshake.
Oh my! Oh, you're looking at the microphone. Oh, hello.
That's
Hello.
awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, they're like, can we go now? All right,
All right,
congratulations.
we're gonna go walk these dogs, but woohoo! Good job, 3 Kings. I know you've been waiting to get a title again.
Two
So
channel mascots right here.
there you go.
Congratulations. Polls have closed. We will be back tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw, 5 p.m. Please make sure you pray for your boy that he gets here on time. I'm going to leave as early as I possibly can. But work and traffic don't always cooperate, as I'm sure you all can understand.
And then we'll have to break to Teflon Don that he lost his title.
Yeah, Teflon Don. He's going to come up in here and be like, how you doing? You're mid-card champion. And be like, nah.
Nah, player. Nah.
But you can always get it back. All right. I want to give a special thank you to our mod squad, a special thank you to our members, to every single person that super chatted in here, to our super chat heavyweight champion, 3 Diglets. You came with it. To the Geek Box.
Yes, Geekbox. We had so much fun. We're glad you were here. Join us again sometime.
Geekbox. Feel free to come back tomorrow.
Yeah,
although
tomorrow.
I know you'll be busy getting everybody's reactions. So
yeah,
and I hope we have some good reactions for you tomorrow. To our now new mid-card champion.
3 Kings.
Come on now.
And our little bro with the close runner-up.
This is what I'm talking about right there. And just Alex of Alex's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. He is family, y'all, and we're not just saying that. Legitimately, this brother took us up under the wing. We were looking at some old videos when we first got together, and he's like, I want y'all to react to some stuff. And we have forged a bond like the Mega Powers, brother. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it could be like TNT, yeah. But instead, he has been absolutely amazing. He is an awesome, awesome brother. So go ahead and check his channel out if you haven't already. And he will be live tomorrow. But keep it locked right here because we'll be back. A&B Combos,
Wrestling Edition.
5 p.m. Monday Night Raw. Sincerely, legitimately, from all of us here, we hope we are number one in your hearts because you for damn sure are number one in ours. And that's all I got to say about that. Thank you very much, everybody, for sponsoring a Zelle. Because you did.
Because you did.
You did. Your super chats are going to sponsorship, and we are going to be doing more in the future. That is it for us. We will be walking these channel mascots. God bless you all. Because I don't know, did you see the Piper Niven Michin beat down? I don't know if you saw that. In honor of Piper Niven, we will bid you all
adieu.
Yeah, we got to go check that out later.
Oh, I got to go check that out.
We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.
All right. Bye.